lot of good things to be able to take from the game. And guys came out and they competed early in that game and gave us a chance and got minds back on their heels. So I was proud of them there. But, you know, as you look at it, we've got to be able to finish. We've got to be able to focus in on the details day in and day out. And when we do that, I think we've got some talent. But when we don't, you know, we're going to get exposed. So we've got to do a better job of making sure that we focus on the fundamentals on every single play. Our communication is great. And then we got to be on the attack on the offense. When it presents itself, we got to be able to capitalize on it. You know, we missed a few plays early in the first half. And then, you know, obviously when adversity comes in, we've got to be able to rebound. And we didn't do a good job of that Saturday. So.
And Kash, for you, got your feet wet in the return game early in the season. Now seeing a lot of time on defense. Just talk about what you've seen from a freshman playing at a high level.
Yes, sir. It's been an adjustment, but it's been easy. The seniors and the older guys have made it really easy for me, welcoming and taking me in on their side and just kind of teaching me the ways of college football and the differences and just helping me through this process. So it's been fun.
Then Ozzy, for you, being on the offensive line, offense has been clicking the last few weeks. I think everybody sees that and sees what that offense is capable of. You know, from a lineman's perspective, what do you see?
I think we have a great offense and we have a lot of potential, and like Coach K says, we just have to put it all together. We need to start a game and finish a game as an offense, and that will just keep things rolling, and I think that will make it easier for throughout the game. And we've seen what our offense can do, so now we just need to put it together and be consistent with it, whether it's run or pass, whatever we need to do to go score points. We just need to be able to do that week in, week out.
Questions?
So Kash, you had a lot of different guys playing that backfield, and you kind of watched a little bit early on in the season and learned. Is it going a little bit slower mentally for you right now?
Yes, ma'am. It was a little fast-paced at the beginning, kind of head spinning, and then just focusing really in practice and what our coaches are telling us, and a lot of preparation helps with that. So when I'm in the game, just knowing that the coaches prepared me for it, I know what's going to go on and what's going to happen has helped slow the game down for me.
Ozzy, I mean, Dave kind of touched on it. I mean, it's the offensive line kind of been together for a while, and you've got Karst, a lot of new receivers, but what's kind of the key? It looked like you started a lot faster last week. Anything different in pregame, or just everybody realized we got to hit them now?
A big thing that I think we all heard from our O-line coach, Coach Wick, is we need to start fast, and the way we do it is by not playing hesitant. And I feel like once we played with no hesitation, it really got us rolling, and we just need to go in with that mindset every week and take it day by day. And if we just come out fast and don't play hesitant on the O-line, then that will follow throughout the offense, and that will just get everyone going, and it'll just be a field day for the offense.
So you guys said you got to be able to start and finish. So finishing this week, I mean, it was tough. Was it kind of like the interception for halftime leading in for you guys, Ozzy and Kash? Kind of leading into halftime, and then going into the second half, did that kind of, the energy's kind of get drained after the interception? What was kind of going on there?
Obviously, it was a mistake, but we had a rebound from that, and everyone had that right mentality where we have to go out there. And then obviously that first drive, we don't go score points, and our mentality was still to go score and attack, and just some little things that we were missing, and it kind of didn't help, and it kind of snowballed. So we weren't. Our mentality didn't change from the pick six. We didn't get down on ourselves. We just took it as that's another tough blow for us. How are we going to respond? We got to respond fast like we did in the very beginning of the game, and we just had a tough time doing that. But we weren't scared or anything with that after.
I would just have to agree with that because early on in the game, we had also had some mistakes on the defensive side, so we couldn't really point fingers. And so it was just like, we got to come back after half. We're still in the game. It was still a close game. So I would say it didn't really affect us mentally that much.
Miles, we talked a little bit after the game. This team needs mentally, probably, more than anything, some good things to happen. How do you kind of keep them mentally, hey, we're all right, kind of keep them mentally going? Because it's a tough time of year when a team's struggling, when you know you're really close.
Yeah, but that's the awesome thing about football is that the sun's going to come up the next day, and we have another opportunity coming up Saturday. But our thing, Patty, as we look at it, we've got to keep pushing. And this team right now is going to be remembered by the way that it finishes. And we've, gone through a long process with everything that's transpired over the last year, and to be able to continue to work for the goal and the greater good of the team, and these guys to realize that we've got to create our own breaks. This is a hard game, and wins are hard, and it's not just going to be given to you week in and week out. So you've got to go, and we said from the beginning, it doesn't matter if we win games 3-0, 2-0, or we win 70-71. We've got to find a way to score one more point than our opponent. And some weeks our offense has been better, other weeks our defense has been better. We've just got to find what it takes to get that winning formula. But we've got to create those breaks every single day. And when we get the opportunity Saturday, then we got to be able to capitalize on those, and then when the guys start to have fun, and it'll snowball, and then we'll get that thing rolling in the right direction, and all working together.
Ozzy, is that kind of what some of the older guys are telling the younger guys too? Is we need one good thing to happen to kind of get this going again?
Yeah, and we kind of don't try to point fingers. We look in with ourselves. All right, what am I doing wrong? Fix my 111, and then everything will start rolling. So as an older senior, just telling the young guys, just don't overthink it. Go out in there and play. Do your part, and then it'll all start clicking together. And then once it does, don't lose sight and don't get too excited, and still have a steady mind to make sure you're playing right, not doing little mistakes. That way our offense can get rolling, or whether it's on defense. We just need to make sure the young guys know if it goes well for us, we need to also stay locked in so we don't make mistakes out of excitement. So.
And Kash is a young guy trying not to press too much to make things happen. Is that kind of what they're telling you? Is just go play football?
Yes, ma'am. Just to calm down and do what I've been doing all week in practice or all fall camp, everything that we've been doing, just to calm down, slow the game down, and just play football pretty much. Yes, ma'am.
You come in, as a freshman, it's all you're going to learn.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they say you're going to suit up and go play. And what was that kind of a goal this year, is to play, or did you kind of want to kind of just see how it goes?
Yes, ma'am. The goal was to always play, but I was also going to see where it went. But in the back of my mind, I always wanted to play, and that was my goal. Just working, and of course get better every year from now on, just to work up to that.
And I know, Miles, you're trying to build this program, but you've got some young guys that obviously were ready. It was just kind of, when do we decide to redshirt, not redshirt, and who can help us?
Yeah, no, and you tell these guys when they come in, the probability of them redshirting is pretty high, right? We want to be able to develop you. You need that physical maturity, and gives you that time to grow. But at the same time, we're going to go compete every single day, and we're going to put the 11 guys on the field that we feel are going to give us the best opportunity to win. So we have those conversations, and just like with Kash, said, hey, right now it's going to start out in a special teams role, and you got to understand that, but you never know when that's going to change, and he's been able to take the most of his opportunities, and is getting a lot of valuable time in right now that's just going to help him down the road, and we've got a number of those guys right now. So, it takes all kinds as you put that team together, and as we continue to build it, our goal right now is just to find a win on Saturday, find a way to get it done against Fort Lewis, and then, hopefully we can pile a few of these together as we continue to build.
As you look at the remainder of the schedule, you gotta like the way it lays out for you guys. There's a lot of winnable games, on paper winnable games moving forward. Is that kind of the talk, kind of all three of you, is that kind of the talk moving forward, looking at the way that things are laying out right now?
Well, I told them Sunday. You looked at the schedule at the beginning, and they were all winnable games. And we've had an opportunity in each one. And I think as we talked Sunday and we were able to discuss it as coaches and where we're at, we've got things that we've got to get better at. We've got things that we've got to improve. And until that's done, we won't be where we want to be. But at the same time, we've had an opportunity in each game. I don't think we've had one where we just felt that we were out of it. We believed in every single one that we had an opportunity to win. And if you create some of those plays and get those breaks that go your way, you know, it's a whole different story right now. And I think our guys, you know, they haven't quit. And you get to that question as a coach, okay, where are they at? Are they going to come out and compete? They haven't changed, and they've came to work every single day, and I'm proud of them for that, because it'd be easy to throw in the towel. But what we've talked about and what you hear them talk about now, you know that they're starting to hear it, they're starting to understand it. Told our seniors, you know, you have 5 games left. Some of you are just getting started like Kash, and some of you are coming to the end of football, and it's going to quit us all someday. And, you know, we've got to learn from this and be able to grow from this and then leave your mark on Colorado Mesa football. And proud of these old guys because they're getting after it every single day, and they want to leave this thing headed in the right direction, and that's our goal right now.
All right, question of the week. Favorite Starburst flavor? Going off the wall a little bit here.
The pink one, purple lemonade, I think, or pink lemonade, right? Yeah.
Pink.
Yeah, not bad.
Kash?
I say pink too.
I can't tell you the last time I had a Starburst. You should have gave us samples up here, Yonks. I'll go with, they got to have a red one though, right?